Hey guys, so I just got home from Whole Foods. I actually decided to go over there with my friend next door, and we wanted to get like some of their like lunch items. So we just got like a little salad there at their like salad bar, their like food bar area. And then I just got a few things for the week, and then to make that soup I was talking to you guys about yesterday. So I thought I would show you what I got. And you know what's funny is like, I obviously don't go here very often, can't afford it, but I just got like literally like a few things that I needed, but I had to get some almond flour, and for the life of me, I just got like the bulk, just a little bit for that soup. I could not remember, does Trader Joe's sell that? Yes they do. I just realized it, they do, but I wasn't picturing it, and I was like, I don't know if they have it, but they do. It's over by the nuts actually. And so anyway, I just thought we'd go by here just to browse around. I did get a few things that you can't get at other places that are like specialty vegan, and but I really didn't get much. But I kind of told Nate earlier, I was like, I want to be on a mission this week of like actually eating what we have and being better about that. And so like stuff that's like in our pantry, and like let's make meals out of this stuff before we rebuy and just keep filling. You know, I'm not always the best at that. And we may have to stop throughout the week too to get a few things here and there. But I figure since it's Vlogmas and I'm not doing like a true haul for the week, and I can check in with you guys daily, then I can show you that as we go along if I end up getting more stuff. You know what I mean? So I'm just taking everything out, and then I'll show you what I got. Again, not very much though. All right, let me get this out. I can still put the prices with everything for you guys, but really this was kind of all I got. It's not very much. I did get a thing of red lentils. Trader Joe's does have these, and they definitely are cheaper there. But I did pick up a thing of that. The soup, I still have it open for me, does take some lentils in it. I'm doing that creamy zucchini soup. And I also got a thing of the vegan Chao Cheese. Gotta love that. It's delicious. It's one of the best out there, I think. The Follow Your Heart brand is delicious too. And then you guys know, we just showed these like last week, the Beyond Meat, the Beyond Burger right here. They actually have these on sale for $4.99 for 2 patties. And the ones at Vaughn's that we normally get because closer to us and just when we want it on a whim are like $6. So it was a little something. And then I also got a Follow Your Heart Parmesan. I thought Nate would really like this. He likes Parmesan cheese on like pastas and stuff. So try that out. I think we've had this before or something very similar. Or maybe we had this, but it was grated. This is actually like shredded. So thought we'd try that one out. I also had picked up these little yogurts for Nate. He said he wanted some. And you know what's funny, guys? I literally bought these. Okay, good. Soy and dairy free. And I saw Kite Hill. And I was like, oh yeah. I didn't even technically check if they were vegan. But I think this brand is pretty much all around anyway. So I got these vanilla one. I got a strawberry one, and then a blueberry one for him to try. These were on sale for 3 for $5, I believe it was. He really likes yogurt. I've never really been much of a yogurt person to begin with, so it's definitely not something I miss, but he likes to have that sometimes. I did get a thing of Dave's Killer bread. This bread is delicious, very good, so got a loaf of that. Got 2 onions, needed that for the soup. And then this again is just some almond meal. It's basically just ground up almonds. And I would have totally even done it myself, but we're actually out of almonds right now. We have like cashews, but I'm out of almonds. So just got a little bit of that. And then I did get one big zucchini, even though I do have a package still from Trader Joe's. It does call for quite a bit. And just in case I'm a little bit short, I wanted to get one more. And then I'm going to have this later, guys, I think, because it spoke to me, because you guys know pre-made sushi is never really like works out for me because it's always made with seaweed. And I don't like seaweed. But I found they have this tropical fresh roll, avocado, cucumber, genji, I don't know, sushi. And you can tell it's a soy wrap. It's got carrot and like this peanut sauce. I don't know. This just looks really, really good to me and something I would actually eat. So I got this just to have later. And then I just picked up one thing of a sparkling mineral water, kind of like the Pellegrino. and then a bag of romaine salad. And that is it. But I think, like I said, we might have to pick up a little bit more lettuce or a veggie or two, depending on what we were planning for the day, for the rest of the week. But I think we can try to get through a lot of what we have and call it good. So this is my little haul for you today. Hi guys. So let's do some recipe testing. I think I'm gonna go ahead and make that creamy, dreamy zucchini chowder. This one here, I've never had it before from this, and if you're not familiar, I'll link this below, but I did show this on yesterday's vlog, so if you're interested in this too, it's all vegan recipes for your pressure cooker, whether it's Instant Pot or not. But I thought this would be a fun one to do. I love zucchini, I love like creamier soups, and I just thought it'd be fun to do like a recipe test, see if it's a fail, see if I change anything about it. Let's see. So you can hang out with me and I'll chop some onions together and all of our stuff. Totally like kick back today, which is really nice. Okay, so first thing, 2 cups of finely chopped onion. I'm gonna start with just like 1 large one. We'll see how that gets us. All right. It was like a nice day today. It was like really sunny and bright out for the majority part of the day, but I'm starting to get cold. It's definitely colder when the sun goes away, that's for sure. All right. I'm using my Kuma knife. I still love this thing so much. I've done a giveaway for it, and I've had it personally now for months, and it's my favorite. It just works really well. It's super sharp. And they just launched too, like a couple months ago, the honing rod with it to keep it sharp. It's really good for sushi and slicing that. Anyway, just going to cut this up. Oh, I can feel it. Woo! Hold on, we can fix this. Did you guys ever do this? Totally works. It says in here too to use the pressure cooker if it has the option to saute, which ours does. I think most of them do now. Maybe older models still may not have that feature. Guys, I'm telling you, use sunglasses. It totally works. And then, yeah, we're gonna add these onions, saute for like 1 minute, and add garlic and all that. You know what's funny is I thought I totally had like minced garlic, unless I have it frozen. No. I'm just gonna use like garlic powder or garlic salt because I don't have any fresh, which not the end of the world. I just didn't even think about it. You know, I think this is a pretty big size onion, so I think this is pretty close to 2 cups anyway. So I don't even think I'm gonna use the other one. And I've never really had a problem with stuff sticking to the bottom without like using oil, I mean, so let's just not add oil. If you don't have to, no reason to. All right, let me throw this away. Are you guys someone who like cleans up as you go, or you make a big mess and clean it all up at the end? I'm a clean as I go for the most part, and Nate is just don't clean at all. Anyway, all right, so then we're gonna saute that. Let's just do that. So you're gonna just hit saute on your pressure cooker if you have that feature. This says 30 minutes. I'm not even gonna mess with it, honestly. I'm just gonna do it for a minute and call it good, minute or two. I don't really need it. I'm not really worried about the time with it, you know? So yeah, we'll let that go. Let me get the garlic powder. Let's see. Alright, so I'll have that to add. And then Yeah, it just says to do that for like 1 minute. Add the garlic and do it another minute if you have like fresh garlic. And then add the squash, lentils, almond flour, and stock. Okay, so let me get the other things. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but it's starting to heat up in there. That's kind of a weird angle, but I thought it would work a little bit better. Now I just noticed for the red lentils, it actually says ground red lentils, so you just have to grind them up and kind of make your own like flour. Where did I put them? So, I mean, you can use any kind of blender or food processor you have. I have this little personal one, which is like perfect for just doing little amounts. And these are the red lentils I picked up earlier. I'm just gonna pour some in here. And if I have more than what it calls for, it's all right. I'll just save it. Let's give it a whirl. Okay, so this little personal grinder thing, which I love, it's not really handling these lentils well. From the outside, it kind of looks ground up, but they're really not. So I'm going to put it in my Vitamix real quick. Yeah, huge difference, guys. Huge difference. But, yeah. Totally grounded that up just like nothing. Anyway, okay, so moving on. I got a little behind, so I just turned this off and I'm just gonna let it sit there. Again though, I seriously love these, but I think for like salsa and that kind of stuff, or putting like a quick little cheese sauce together and that kind of thing, it's great. But for the hard stuff, because lentils are hard when they're not cooked, wasn't handling it. We need 4 cups of zucchini or summer squash of any kind and cut it into 2-inch chunks. Let me cut off the ends here. And I just have a whole package of it here from Trader Joe's from last week. So we're gonna put this in there. So at the end, we're gonna totally put all of this into the Vitamix blender, or use an immersion blender if you have one of those. Since I don't though, I'll just put it all into the Vitamix and that'll make that creaminess soup. So that's why the stuff can stay chunky for now. Let's do our lentils, and you gotta do 1/4 of a cup. So here's that. Okay. I do have a little bit left, so I'll save that. I love this blender, guys. I love it. We got it over the summer at Costco. All my storage containers are below you. And it was on sale. I mean, they're still pricey, but it was on sale. And we love it. We seriously love it. It's worth it. All right, then almond flour and stock, but I'm gonna add some garlic salt and a little bit of garlic powder too. Again, you would have already sauteed up some fresh garlic with this if you had it, but I think it'll still be all right. We'll do that. Do our almond flour here that I just purchased a little bit of today. And how much do we need? 1/4 cup as well. I didn't think it was much. And there's that. Put that in there. And then 2 cups of veggie stock. I have this one from Trader Joe's. And this is 4 servings at 1 cup is per serving. So it tells you there's about 4 cups in here. So we'll do half. Look at me being all mathematical. Stop the madness. I don't measure like usually that well. I really don't. probably should, especially if you're someone like learning how to cook. You know, measuring is good just to be on the safe side, but you'll get a feel for it. Then we're gonna lock on the lid, bring the cooker to high pressure for 4 minutes. Let the pressure come down naturally, which will probably take an additional 5 or 10 minutes maybe. And remove the lid carefully, tilting it away from you because it's still steam up at you. And stir in nutritional yeast, which we're gonna make it that cheesiness. And from there though, you're gonna stir that in and then basically puree it. So I'll add that in, but I'm gonna probably do that in the actual Vitamix too. So, cool, and then literally, so really at this point, guys, the only thing you need left is nutritional yeast, 1/4 of a cup or as much as you want. That's what I say. And you're good to go. You're just gonna blend all this when you're done and put it in a bowl. That's good. So we hope. So let's give it a whirl. Make sure your little top here is closed. Here, let me show it to you really quick too before. So that's what it looks like going in. And then again, it says for 4 minutes, high pressure. So we're just gonna do manual. It's on high pressure. And then 4 minutes. And then it'll go and we'll be good to go. All right, so I'll check back in with you guys when I start transferring it over to the blender. I hope you guys enjoyed this. We can maybe do this week because like I said, I really do want to like come up with meals just to like get through the food that we have, and so we can start getting really creative. But if you guys enjoy like testing recipes together, let me know. I'll do that. But yeah, this Vitamix blender is awesome. It really is. So yeah, that'll be ready. And you know what? On this particular cookbook, it does not give like nutritional facts on it at all. But the fact that there is some red lentils in it is good protein. I can tell you that. Obviously, there's nothing in here that's super unhealthy at all. You can tell that, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see. So anyway, I'm going to let that go. And how a pressure cooker works too, by the way, typically, is you turn it on, let's say to 4 minutes like I did. It does take, you know, maybe a good 4 to 5 minutes to get to that temperature. And then that's when the time begins. So kind of sometimes double what you actually do put it. I mean, people might say that that's a little bit like, oh, well, it's really not that fast then. And I'm like, well, maybe sometimes it's really not, but it's like the coolest machine because you can still not worry about it. You don't have to watch it. You just turn it on and let it do its thing, you know? I don't know. I just love that thing. But yeah, I'll check back in with you guys when we get to the next steps. All right, so it is done. And I actually just turned it off, but it was on for like 15 more minutes, just letting it like release. So all the steam. All right, cool. Let me grab another one real quick. And let's see here. Cool. So this is kind of what it looks like without spilling it. You can kind of see in there. So we're just gonna put all of this into here. And you know, do this in shifts if your blender's not big enough or you don't think it'll handle it, but this is obviously very soft too. So any blender should be fine. I will say, it does smell really good. So I'm hopeful that if you're a zucchini lover too, you're gonna like this. I actually have about a 1/4 cup of nutritional yeast right here in this. And again, this is something that vegans, if you're not familiar with it, eat often or like to use a lot in dishes to give it kind of a cheesy flavor, but it's also a great source of B12. And so I'm gonna just add pretty much all of this, I think. I think it'll be good. Yeah, we'll start with that. That was about 1/2 cup. Maybe a little more. But yeah, so I'm just gonna go blend this up, and that way there's no chunks in it at all, and let's make it creamy. Again, the cool thing about a Vitamix blender is if you crank it to like the highest like setting, it also heats things. So, I mean, you don't have to worry about it getting like cold. It'll be hot. Moment of truth. You see, it's like hot. It's crazy. Cool. It's creamy. I'm gonna put a little parsley flake on it just to make it pretty. So you know what I'm thinking, just because I have some of these English muffins, and I'm just gonna toast one of these up, maybe a little bit of butter, maybe not, and I can dip it. Yeah. Very zucchini flavored though, so if you're not the biggest zucchini person, may not be for you, but you can use any kind of squash you like. It's hard to see, but I'll show you up close. I'm actually gonna put the rest into a container to save maybe a couple. So all right, I like it, guys. It is kind of strong in zucchini flavor, which I love, but I know not everyone maybe does. So just keep that in mind. Good stuff. That was simple. That was super simple. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you guys like doing little kitchen videos like that together and testing like a new recipe out of a cookbook even, let me know. We could do that more. I'll see you guys very soon.